Hi, I'm Dr. Elva Edwards, and welcome to my HealingChildhoodLoss.com website. I created it for those of us who lost a parent when we were a child. And if you look on my website, I have a list of 10 ways that you can lose a parent. And right now, I'm in the middle of talking about imprints. I'm doing a series on imprints so that we can kind of look, well, what is really an imprint? It's simple and yet sometimes hard to understand. And so I'm talking about the imprints I was conditioned with, programmed with, patterned with when I was a child. And today I'm going to talk about one that has been really one of the most aggravating imprints that I've had. And it took me a long time to understand it, and that is car accidents. You know, I do not know too many people who have had as many car accidents as I've had. I have been in 20 car accidents. I know that's hard to comprehend, and as one of my patients said to me, you are a testament to chiropractic. And I do thank all the people who've given me fine work over the years. But you see, you have to look at, well, where did this start? Almost all of our things started when we were children, oftentimes even before we can remember. And that's when mine started, because both my mother and father were killed in a car accident that I was in with them when I was 19 months old. And so that was the beginning of this pattern in me of car accidents. Now, before you think you don't want to go on a trip with me, I will tell you that I was not always driving. I was in a Greyhound bus accident. I had 4 accidents with one boyfriend. I mean, I've had a lot of accidents. I wasn't necessarily driving. But I have been in accidents where 8 people have died. So I have to think, well, you know, I guess this is an imprint. And this is one of the things that's very hard for us to understand, or at least it was hard for me to understand. That's how does this happen? And all I can say is that, you know, sometimes we're pulled by forces that we're not even aware of. Like, for instance, the ocean waves are pulled by the moon, right? We know that. We know that the moon affects the waves in the ocean. Well, then, you know, there are things that affect us too. And so oftentimes it would be called an emotional need to go back to where the issue was first created, and that was, I had no issues really much that I can uncover through all the emotional work I've done before 19 months old, and that was when my parents were killed. But I've had a lot of revisits to that. And another reason I feel that that works that way is because since I have done my healing and stuff, I haven't had an accident in a long time. So thank you for that. But look at your life. Has something happened over and over and you wonder why? Does it start back in your childhood? And it isn't always that we can understand how these work together to create the pattern in us that they do, or that we continue to express it. That's not really important. But as you do the work, you might find, I'm not going to promise, who knows, but you might find that that disappears. It disappeared for me so far. I need to knock on wood somewhere, don't I? But if you have something that recurs in your life, like car accidents for me, please leave a comment and let us know so that we too can share with each other what imprints we have, so that we might also notice, well, I had that one too, or mine wasn't quite like that, but different. Have a great day, and I will see you next week.